My wife's refusal to provide me with her affair details made me suicidal. I was living in a dense fog and needed details immediately to heal. So, I had to hack the details with a simple 5-step process, rather than hiring a private investigator. I did so because I wanted hidden reasons behind her affair. I chose to implement this plan on a wife who can't tell the truth, as she is filled with shame and self-hatred. The first challenge for me was to remain calm. But I was in no position to remain calm. After I got the clue about the affair with her junior, I was filled with anger. I was so angry that I could hardly breathe. Every breath felt like it was tearing me apart. My whole body was in agony. It felt like a constant ache that doesn't go away. During that time, only truth would pacify me. Instead of truth, I only got lies and deceptions. For a few weeks, our conversation would look like this. Why are you late?
I had a meeting, I swear.
How come there is a meeting every day?
I don't know. What are you trying to accuse me of? Do you work in my office?
I bet you were with someone else.
Have you lost your freaking mind? Show me the proof.
As there was no closure, my anger shot through the roof. We used to have open question sessions, where you could talk about anything. She could have used this time to vent her frustrations regarding our marriage. I was so angry that I was scared of myself. I used to be calm, but things have changed. I wanted to hurt her badly. I made a plan to catch her red-handed. Upload her intimate photos on social media. I wanted to ruin her, financially, emotionally, and socially. To my misery, I had to abandon the idea abruptly. My therapist advised me that it will create more harm than good. Hiring a private investigator was a better option, but I was reluctant. With time, I came to realize that facts only wouldn't satisfy me. I also need hidden reasons behind her affair. Confronting her in anger led me nowhere. I was further away from the truth. In fact, she became more defensive. If I was to move closer to the truth, I had to control my anger. The therapist suggested me some anger management books. It really helped me a lot. As I started to calm down, I was able to enter the next phase. In this phase, I had to do active listening. It was hard to find the meaning behind her words because I was deeply hurt by her action. Negative feelings towards her impacted my ability to listen carefully. Result, she didn't open up as I had wished for. My challenge was to understand her personal perspective, even if I don't agree with her. That's why I had to separate my personal emotions from the conversation. I practiced empathy to make her feel safe. In spite of my effort, there was very little progress. The lies wouldn't stop, while I kept nodding in agreement. It was painful patience. I kept a journal to keep track of her every conversation. I recorded every conversation to spot inconsistencies. Me practicing empathy helped her to open up more. As she started to open up, I could ask affair-related questions. The key point of this phase was to use open-ended questions. I used these questions so that she doesn't only have yes or no answers. During the early phase, I asked questions about daily activities to avoid suspicions. Our conversations would look like this. Where were you last night?
I was in a business meeting.
Who were you with?
I was with my seniors.
Can you tell me more about the meeting?
We had a meeting about restructuring our department.
I used to ask follow-up questions to challenge her initial response and seek additional information. My follow-up question would be like this. I think in department structuring meetings, juniors also need to be involved.
Yes, they are involved sometimes.
So, that means they were both together yesterday. In a subtle way, I was linking her every story to her affair partner. She tried her best to deflect the facts. It was a constant struggle. With time, more truth came out, as numerous lies create memory overload. It became hard to keep track of her intricate lies and storylines. In addition, Lying eroded her sense of integrity. I was noting down the truth in a separate journal. I tried to connect her truths so that I can create a storyline. I had a rough idea about her affair at that point. The time came to find out the hidden reason behind her affair. This phase requires going ultra slow. You can't give a hint that you are suspicious. I had to act like I somehow forgot about the affair. I had one advantage at that time. I used an open communication session to extract the details. To prevent her suspicion, I used a curious tone. Why would someone throw their marriage away? Her response was,
Couples get stuck in a routine. Before you realize, excitement fades away. You want something new in life? Something exciting.
She indirectly admitted that she couldn't avoid the thrill of having a secret affair with a young man. At that point, I was satisfied with the affair facts. That's why the time came to validate the truth. Make her admit that she had been cheating. One day, when we were having open communication, I told her, "Let me tell you a story." Then I retold her story. Then I said, "Does it sound familiar?"
What are you trying to prove?
You are having an affair.
Where is the proof?
I showed her photos of having a cozy time with her affair partner at a restaurant. What I did was I asked my friend to take some photos. Before she says anything, I said I have other photos as well. I don't think you want to embarrass yourself. There was a big silence and she started crying. Actually, I didn't have any photos. It was a trap and she fell for it. She has pleaded that things can be fixed. She has promised to give all the details,